rules here 7v7 le 99 and of dona I 7v7 achon retreat line I offside to line to renta 99 achon upper line chin half line center line half line ka offside line to renta om jesu I engene tuna emi retreat line karan di tapo tuna long ball ha pe thelo bat bi lo ma sai tuna kan duban achu kan player ten engti khuna ngai thana the timing of run kan ti si kan ti ran she thina tu rata na da khan bokan kin alem den practical kan tikuna siam le so kan chu sei do lo
and also out of possession, which is the main reason for all of us to come to Mizoram as well. After we do a rehearsal or simulation of the rules, we are dedicating a lot of time to create good high intensity pressing football. We want that aspect of the game to be really well organized. So once the retreat line is set for the defending team, being on the front foot, hunting for the ball, making sure that we're reducing time and space, making sure everybody is tightly marked, and improving the physicality of play. A lot of time you see people or players who are slightly bigger, they get away with their size. Even the smaller players can create problems with them by being faster, by anticipating the next play. So the retreat line also gives the defensive team options to number one, set up the press, to be on the front foot, and also organize the shape. That is, once the keeper is taking a bit of time to put the ball down or distributing with his hands, the opponent team has the opportunity to now develop the defensive line, mark with the midfield line, and the forward line goes in and presses.
Retreat line kan siam na pakhat chu elhemi ngani kan football la kan khel han intensity sang pressing ani ho attacking ani ho kan tu si so tama ti introduce over the ta tin andinan I shape ti chi te ko ngai ko em don chu chu nakina kan line fil fianga tin chu ang team ngani kating shape attacking shape defending shape maintain chan ka I asum bai point ka don chu nakina atina kal ma line fil dona chu chu om se kara chu dona retreat line ti ko andinan retreat line lo siam retreat line chu ma chu ate kar se lo theita anan bil ta pakati a khanin retreat line ko na lo omte engti ang position ngelo rin ama chu ni ma chu an atam so wa chu ni kan hin khela I kan ni ko ma ban ti chera din lo bin ma kan son line kan soya ni ko ma to atinan goalkeeper in ball lo cham he ta ka deu mi chu he je lo relax ang si ta ti kham ta tu tu ma chuan I eng position mi po ta goal ball ta start do chu ready position na an ma ti lai po aggressive ta press ni tura ka ti na siam kha kan go chu tu na thona kan ti chu chuan in mizo football da na tha a kan khel dan en ko in mil ka tia a chan chu ini pe chu ground line pass ti chi kan dia ti ground up position game khel chun nge in aggressive press nge lo wa ya ka ha coach start ko hen a begin under 12 10 12 14 and call down pe chuan in a thang kai le do chu do ki mani nge develop nan
Just for the reference, the retreat line is about 2/3 into the pitch, just a little bit above the penalty area. So for referees and coaches, that's what the retreat line look like on match day. Just a little bit ahead and going across the entire width of the pitch.
retreat line ta kan se ke dro a to line lo ni ta ai hi 99 ko ta me chele retreat line ai 18 box an ka ma to box e re re ke ka ta ma a ti ko lo pe ni ang ka ta ha me line outside line ka ale kan ne kan ti ma me tro line no line ko
This is in 77. Retreat line is also the offside line.
Oh, 77 ana kita se ta ani retreat line ni offside line ni ka ta
And 5v5, the halfway line is the retreat line.
5v5 ba chuan retreat line ha halfway line ni le ko ma se offside ko lo tu an ni chuan ma se under 8 a ni rules tu kan thang do lo under 10 12 14 oh chulai chu cm la oh under 8 a chuan hang do dan ni me no
So for the referees as well as the coaches, the retreat line, as soon as the keeper gets the ball in his hands or puts it down for a goal kick, the opponent team has got 5 seconds to vacate the area and then be prepared to defend. So that count again, it can be 5-4-3-1 or 5-4-3-1. At least initially, whether the referee counts it fast or slow, be a bit patient with them so that they have a chance to experience it themselves. So let's not make everything on match day about the new rule, because the referees, again, we have to have appreciation for them. They'll be doing it for the first time as well.
om je so andina le la pang ko ko bol lo man si ta kan team han kami team line sina se kami bunga pa tu han second ga kan le ta tin kami gol ko ko han second chu sta nge ngai ta ama ro chu la chu se chu na tu le nge khel do na match day 1 2 3 le chu ni kan la boi kan mai chu free te ko lo free setting cost te ko lo free la ka ti ang pani 이게 free for all 하 같은 도는 베이스로 우리가 임시에 대로진 중에 못 찾지만 내가 도나 July 주 예니카니 first day 장아 perfect 도를 강매 저는 간나도 거에는 딱 소로서 도주 간나도 거는 더와 간도 나면 좀 first day 아이들이 인필 마피가 아니라 나upang이 아프리카 실피에셀 우리 중국의 실피에서 간도 더 그걸 Juan next day nga mula matang ni pa mai taking na kalpui the to bari na tim training ne be training na ka tu ya training ne thilo pon next day nga chung chone na ka ni thani kan zero kan to ka thiem ma tu mai second nga le second chung lai se thim khan
that is being followed in all the South American countries where teams have got multiple age groups. Now we're trying to see which is the best team across all age categories. So let's just say team Dika and team Richard. If Dika beats me in more than one matches across all age groups, he'll get more points. So scenario one is Dika wins all 4 matches, all 4 age groups. I'll get 0 points, he'll get 3 points. Because he's been superior across those age groups. Scenario 2 is Dika wins 3 matches and we draw 1 game each. He still gets overall 4 points in me, then in the cumulative points table, he'll get 3 points. If he wins 3 matches, I lose 1 match, he still gets 3 points. Right? So you can just go through different scenarios of what happens. But pretty much the points total across 4 age groups will be taken as a result. That is, under 11 is first line. Sorry, under 8 is 10 is first line, 11, 12 and 14, those are each result. So
overall age.
this is under
Overall age result.
8, 10, 12, 14. 8, 10, 12, 14, 8, 10, 12, 14, 8, 10, 12, 14. Across time, what results will be secured will determine the points table at the end. You can more, but you can elaborate. Any questions? Yeah.
cái số này là một tập hợp của thiên về nó có impact đó cái sự thiên đó nóจะเป็นเป็นต้นกันเบสโซโฟร์ของเทลไว้แต่ละขั้นตอนจับกับโซ่ผ่านอันนั้นอันนั้นช่วยผ่านอันนั้นก็เสียผ่านอันนั้นนิวฮอปเลยโดนพิเศษก็เลยแต่ตาโดนพิเศษก็อันสักเก็ตตาช่วยตานิวฮอปเป็นตัวอย่างตัวนี้นะให้จำเป็น10 point พันเดียวที่อะไรอยู่ส่วนเอาเดี๋ยวสู้โดนพิเศษก็จับที่นั่นโดนที่เบ้โดนพิเศษก็point มันหัวส่วนนิวฮอปพันตัวอย่างตัวนี้นะที่ไม่ได้ point เวลาช่วยเชียงใหม่กันการเชียงใหม่เป็นตัวอะไรเดี๋ยวก็ไม่ขัดทุนนะอันนี้มี point ที่ดูแต่ส่วนบางส่วนนี้ภาพภาพตัวเสียเปรียบจริงๆ
After 2 teams have played each other, you can fill up this one. Based on this, you can know the points.
Anh mà đi match day ini saya kalau thủ ta, hay mi ini ni kan game manaที่ฟังตรงกับthủ ta, itu practically match day boleh cuci kan, kan di sini dulu cuci. Oh, macam ni sih poin cuci ngai deh, ni cuci
U8 will happen, U10 will happen, U12 will happen, U14 happen, correct? So, in the first case, here Bex won the match. Again, I just, in less time I made this, so that is why Bex won the match, so they got 3 points in U8, okay? Second match also, second age group also, under 10, Bex won the match, so they got 3 points, okay? Under 12 also, Bex won the match, they got 3 points. Under 14, match was draw, so they got 1 each point. So, Naupang League match day, first match was between Bex and Orkui, and Bex won 3 match, which is under 8, 3 points, under 10, 3 points, under 12, 3 points, and under 14 was draw 1 point. Okay. So now how the cumulative points will looks like is, U8 after that match they got 3 points, Bex. U10 they got 3 points. U12 they got 3 points. U14 it was 1 point. So total points after one round of match was 10 points for Bex and 1 point. So who is leading here? It is Bex. So after so they will get 3 points. In case if the points U10 was draw 1-1 and U12 Bex won 3, Dortmund won U14 3, then total points would be 5-5. 5-5 means it is a draw, so the cumulative points would be 1-1. Is it clear?
可是贴不到，贴不贴就到。
Yeah, clear, right? So what is happening is under 8, for the championship decider, we will not follow cumulative points table. The main league champions will be the team which have more points after 33 matches. U8 champions will be there, U10 champions will be there, U12 champions will be there, U14 champions will be there. U12 and U14 champions will get qualified into the inter-district championship, and this cumulative points table team will have separate award. It will, basic idea is, now what we have seen in last 2 years is, when the season is in the end part, everyone is concentrating on champions. U14 also, Dutlang and Vex are playing, they are behind that. MFA is winning the U10. So, for an example, don't take any team shouldn't take wrong. If Dutlang is winning U14, maybe Dutlang is not concentrating on under 8. They are not supporting. In this case, for you, the entire team to win championship, everyone need to be supportive, everyone need to help each other. So maybe after U10 match, U8 coach can, U10 coach can help the U14. So this is more like a teamwork. That is why at the end of the season, you will have a separate champions and they will have an award. Clear? Any questions, please? We are here to answer. Clear, no?
Yeah. 可是贴没不是贴了个 name 看看。
From left to right, 42 meters, from about 65 meters. And this unit, both attack and defense, moves together. So though in modern football what's happening is, though they're not running more, but the distance at which they're covering at speed, as the effort in getting the shape right constantly. They lose the ball, they come back, they organize, they finish a cross, the goalkeeper gets a transition, they come back and organize, and they create this shape all over. And the biggest challenge is getting players or educating players to play with this sort of compression. That is, we need to look up, all the opponents are there, teammates are right there, how to play in these small spaces. So even if we don't correct it, now, in the future it will become a problem. So, India versus Qatar match, if you watch India versus Japan, India versus South Korea, under 17 right up to senior team level, just go look at it on YouTube. You will see when the opponent team plays in this shape. India versus Iran, we played about 4 qualifiers last 2 cycles. They create this instantly, within seconds. And even if Indian players press, no matter what happens, they are comfortable playing against us. Point over here is that this is World Cup under 17 from last year. Look at the number of passes that Spain completes, 670, and you see this with the senior team as well. Argentina, the number of forced turnovers and number of presses that they make over a period of 90 minutes. The senior team also has got a similar number. And what is happening with India is we don't complete as many passes or don't press as much because from a younger age, we're not teaching the players to do all of this. So this is Spain's under 17 team. Senior team is playing 800 matches, 800 passes in the game on average. And even the Argentine team, in terms of how many times they're going and disturbing the ball, they're exhibiting similar behaviors from a younger age. So any interventions that we have, short term we can keep looking at the national team, but grassroots where we are, of the ages of 5 to 13, these are habits and mentality things that take a long time to implement. It won't happen overnight. It takes repetition. It takes constant reminding to players that this needs to happen match day after match day. And personally, I can tell you, like, even if you go overseas to countries like Croatia, Spain, and things, their understanding of the game, these principles, from a really young age is high. They're playing 45, 50 matches per season, which is high. It is like putting a fish back in the water. They know naturally what they need to do on and off the ball. And this is what our intention is, that once these players are in this grassroots phase, over the long term, once they're 21, 22, none of these things need to come to. I think Steve can talk about players having a lot of talent, but no even matchability, as in terms of the game experience, in terms of how they understand instructions, the basics, pure basics, receive the ball, release the ball, running without the ball, positioning, all of that is where we have a big gap. And if we don't address this in a proper manner starting now, even playing 40 matches in Naupang League, we'll make only this much progress. Point is, we need to make big progress in a short amount of time because we have the advantage of getting young kids with us. The option for the keeper to play on either side, left or right. Right? So within 5 seconds, referees and coaches, players need to understand that keeper is either secure the ball or it's a goal kick. We need to move away and be ready to press. Second phase of this is, while the keeper still has the ball at his feet and 2 options away, we need to part of the message that we give the players. Don't just watch the ball over there, see what your nearest opponent is doing. Can we get tight with them? All across, 1v1, 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 everywhere. That's what we are trying to create. The second part is, now when we get 1v1 as the ball moves, so in this instance, the goalkeeper has played the ball towards left hand side, right hand side. The entire opponent team needs to shift along with that. So tomorrow we'll talk about making the pitch half. Once the ball moves to the right hand side, we need forget about what's happening over here, move all the way across to start the mark to win the ball back. And again, what we're talking about is if the pitch is so big, what we saw in the World Cup report, all of these players from top to bottom, they make the space very small, make it very compact around the ball. To make it difficult for them, and even technique like the long ball, it takes a lot of time to execute it. Before they even think about it, they want the opponent to go there. Instant 1v1s everywhere on the pitch. And the players are organized, they understand these instructions which we will depend on you. What is it that we tell the meso kid to make the pitch small? What is it that we tell the meso kid to get tight, to mark? These instructions we want to hear throughout match day for the next 10 months. Anywhere, wherever a Naupang team matches being played, we want to see these values and these behaviors being exhibited by all teams. And the entire focus is how much problem can we create to the opponents have. We're focusing only on that. Forget about building out all of that, because point is if the pressure is coming in quickly, automatically the first touch will improve. If they know the pressing at pace, the speed of the passing will improve. The first touch will improve, their ability to figure out attacking solutions, that will improve. Instead of coaching them, improve your first touch, do passing drills. If this intensity is secured, we see it across all matches as often as possible. Guarantee the technical level will shoot up.
Chu ke man ka kan lo ram ti ka auto ka kan ti do kan try de lo ni ani lo wa ngai kun tu ka miso football ni kan khal dan ngai ke kun kal re to ka chu tu ngai ni access se lu cha ne ni a ho chi da se da ma ko hin nei chu ku ha chu do me la ku bi ki ni ho ne kan ki ta chuan a result se ka mo la ku and ti dan tu na se chi ka ni I match day one na chuan ni a ma match day a ku ka last season match day 33 kan ki lo ai kan ti ai tha se ti nan trending a te po tu na kan se le kan apply dai la Cucu kan masuk ke sini, pani luar kata undang lah kan kucing kan kalau itu sudah dihebat di India state, India semua apa state dan kan kian cucu di nimbo beri ringkin saya kan so ini atam so cucu lokal cucu dia ni kompeti mana tu tim sini seperti kita live kan share cerita ni cucu kan naik kan cerita orang ni, helai license ni orang pangkat ni luar tim helai apa kata undang, kami tak kan kucing undang bola cakap kalau shooting dia boleh bola ni kita boleh dah lah. Kan now day ni coaching point ni kan shooting coaching untuk ni kan shooting live ni every night check like camping so ini actually velam pang and what I think kan itu misalnya kan cilo pang kita tak cilo check like menon nota ni yang so pon cakap kalau au tam cakap mai tu ani lepas ibahan visual ho tri tapi oh TV ni actually line tu kami akan tahu kalau sudah si kap point motor dan cucuan ikai mana tu mana ni don cucu coach kan point motor ni pon cakap lagi ni orang sendiri lo mai pon cakap kalau au dan situation na sila i kalau di compact nanti kan tolong mikro misoin ngene compare with the celo kan volta na sa ito control di po ay naka tay roll kan
Tom roll di kan hindi mo compact spread out.
Hindi kan mang thelo ni pun kay mali sung kam mga kalong pun siya ka pwede so kalay ka itu kalau kurang tiga tahun palai unsweet tak akan kan aku rompel in lang masih akan tolo kan kita kan contin kot sarap son duta kan itu hin sila pun chani kan license course kan kalau tak praktikal kan man mati tu ni ba kan mai ko tu kan tu gar le hal so so ni palai kan tu praktikal ni lah kita tu le ka kini pun amat kan ti hala tak kan am tak asyik pergi don tu nanti na cek bisa rasa hai kalau kan ti don ka Sila ka cumulative point level ng depanin ato ba season to ko kami hindi ang team follow and team ge one human situation siya tam jeng sita kating ka awat ko ba kami ni ready ko ko di ang election siya susu awat ko ko lo ba sikan ta su kan team ni to ka poi mo kan team de ke to kan Pedro ko di lo da hatula su kan coaching point ko ka kan coaching point sa point ha de right to no pangli kel ne Reliance kan ne pason ali gen on the season some two check committee sang thela ma so ani chona dula chu season 1 ta hena ma 2 3 4 5 te ka hindu chu mi share sa bula chu ke ma ni so for hen I so football ko sim te ko hen ka ti hai ka chu lai jo kalong dan ngai pura kan ko sing pe ka ni chi ka tin la bin ma kan so sha da tu lai chu thane mai la kan sei tel lo ani chu chuanin
Just one last bit for whatever we discussed. You don't need coaching license for this. Coaches all across the world. If you go to all these countries where like this keep talking about African countries, these top countries, South American countries, everything is license, A, Pro, C, D, nothing. Point is, I think everyone over here watches football regularly, watching top football regularly. Not a chance to implement it in a way that the kids understand. The other thing is, kids want coaching. They want consistency, they want clarity. If the kids match time by match time get totally clarity, this is what they expect to do. And this doesn't change. Constitution is very clear. Winger versus the fullback. Fullback closely marks everywhere, whatever it may be. They need to deliver these two things to the kids. Because their training time is limited. But if this they hold consistently throughout the match, this will easily be realized.
sila ka stem to kan ni tula kan tu soi ni result which kan ha ne football kan enga sa ga tama atam so tina ball lo khel pi chi lo pi khelen la pi hala ni so ang so ta sung kan thil na thang pi lam ta kan da ne aron sei kan license kan han nei le tik ka thang ai pi ro kan soi to kan so ang chuan I match day 1 kan khel chang chu na tu ka practical kan la ti do na sta po chu kan chu tu la kan soi chu kan lak siang lo wai le thei ko na tu ka practical kan ti na siang le chu na I tilak kan soi chuan tu lai so na le chan ro thang kan ma I so na kha la chi na sa fa ni ka soi to kha so su su na ka wa kan ko ka mi na che da chang kai na tin kha te kha nge free lo kan bon so lo kan ne pa te kha chief of free ka ro ka pa ni to kha ni I so te te chuan soi ko se la
Bà tè à? Sao tao
tu
đi
ko na
không?
ko
Sai chuyện thôi. Nói gì đâu không? Hello.